time, please join me in welcoming our first student speaker to the podium, Morgan Altimos.
Good evening, Mrs. Genofa, members of the administration, faculty, staff, family, friends, and the class of 2019. Woo! One September morning of our junior year, we were called to the auditorium for a class meeting. We heard exactly what we expected to, the usual. Pull your socks up, put your phones down, and for the love of all things holy, wear your IDs. We were not surprised, and maybe even a little insulted by it. After all, we were juniors, we knew all the rules. But then Coach Henrik stood up for his portion of the meeting. He asked us one simple question: why go to Bethlehem Catholic? Many answers were shouted from the crowd. Again, the usual. Advanced academics, a faith-based community, and top-tier athletics. And finally, from the back of the crowd came an answer that has stuck with me since that day. Elias stood up and shouted, "Can't pass up being a Golden Hawk for life, baby." So what does it mean to be a Golden Hawk? Particularly over these past 2 years, we've been told time and time again that we, as Golden Hawks, are held to a higher standard. We may not always appreciate the limitations and expectations put on us, but at the end of the day, they're why we keep coming back. We're constantly being pushed to become the best version of ourselves, and the results shine through in everything we do. Golden Hawks seize every opportunity to learn, utilize our talents, and live our faith. I could stand up here for hours outlining the statistics of learning at Bethlehem Catholic. I could tell you about the countless students in AP classes, our outstanding graduation rate, and the percentage of seniors who continue on to college. But that's not what I mean. Golden Hawks learn from everything around them, and that reaches beyond the classroom. We learn to be good people. It starts with respecting our teachers and those around us, as well as respecting ourselves. We learn to appreciate our differences and celebrate what makes us individuals. We've all been given talents, and one of our greatest missions in life is to use those talents to the best of our ability. The Golden Hawks of 2019 certainly know a thing or two about utilizing our gifts. In our class, we have a 2-time state champion, #1 in the country wrestler. We have the all-time leading scorer in Bethlehem Catholic boys basketball history, as well as the winningest girls tennis player in school history. And no one can forget our 2-time state champion girls basketball team. We have Eagle Scouts and even Gold Award Girl Scouts. We have outstanding bandos and wonderful theater geeks. We seem to have a little bit of everything, which is why we're all able to call Bethlehem Catholic home. Possibly the most important aspect of Golden Hawk culture is our faith. It is the cornerstone of our school and the reason we're held to such a high standard. It's also a large reason that we're so proud to wear our school colors, because we're not just a school in Bethlehem, we're the Catholic school in Bethlehem. It carries its own sense of pride with it. Not only that, but the ability to openly pray in school helps bring our community together. My favorite showing of open prayer can be found in Mr. McGorry's class. A few times throughout the year, he takes a class period to pray for his students. The lights are turned off and just a candle moves throughout the room to signify who we're praying for at that moment. It serves as a calming class period and a beautiful reminder to pray for those around you. When the candle's sitting on your desk, you just can't help but feel warm on the inside, knowing that there are so many prayers being directed towards you. That is precisely what it means to be a Golden Hawk. To know that you're held to a higher standard than some of those around you, and to rise to that standard, to exceed that standard. Golden Hawks do not shy away from opportunities, and we welcome adversity with open arms. We know that we're all different, but there's one thing we have in common: we're all golden. They tell us these were nowhere near the best years of our lives, but at least for now, they sure felt like it. 4 years ago, we were just a bunch of kids scattered throughout numerous schools, for the most part unaware of each other's existence. Since then, the bonds we've formed and the memories we've made together have been absolutely life-changing. And now it's over, but that's high school. We're brought together for a fleeting moment and then torn apart by our destinies. So now we move on. We become Nittany Lions, Golden Bears, Warriors, Blue Jays, Spartans, Bulldogs, even Mountain Hawks. But we will forever be Golden Hawks for life, baby.